Greetings, Dimmick families, teachers, coaches, and staff, and most important, students. At Dimmick School, our annual awards ceremony is meant to be a celebration of the hard work, dedication, and commitments our students have demonstrated. It's an opportunity to gather together and recognize those efforts and achievements. While those of you who are being honored may not get the opportunity to get up on stage and hear the applause of our usual audience of family, friends, classmates, and staff, remember your achievements are no less significant. In fact, while this video format is not what we're used to, it will certainly be something that will be remembered for years to come. What matters most is not the recognition you receive or how you receive it, but rather knowing that you have given it your very best. That should be reward in itself. I'm sorry I can't be there to congratulate each of you in person, but I want you to know that your teachers, coaches, and myself are very proud of you.
We are so proud of our Dimmick band students' progress and achievements this year. Here are some of the highlights of our year. Our band participation numbers are up 21% from the 2018-2019 school year. Our beginning band numbers alone are up 175% from the 2018-2019 school year. Our beginning band students kicked off the school year by participating in Dimmick School's very first annual beginning band camp. At the end of camp, we had a parent demo concert to show off all that we had learned at camp. The students then gave their parents a crash course on their instrument. Our fourth grade band students each earned a rainbow of band karate belts, which are earned by accomplishing a variety of fundamental band skills. All of our band students collaborated in student-led holiday solo and/or small ensembles. The seventh grade band students collaborated with other bands and choir students in the Illinois Valley on 2 spectacular combined performances. This year, we were able to send 5 junior high band students to participate in the Illinois Valley Junior High Honor Band Festival. When we left school, the band students had just finished 5 substantial band pieces for their academic fair and exploration concert night. This is a huge accomplishment, not just in quantity of literature, but also in difficulty, particularly for the beginners in our group as well. Congratulations on another successful year of band.
Each year, 8th grade students participate in a project which allows them to practice and apply the scientific method to a topic of their choice. This year, students were able to choose a project from one of 3 categories: traditional science fair, engineering design, or careers. The process requires them to complete background research, collect data, complete a display board, and recite a speech in front of a judge. Depending on their project of choice, they were also required to build something, complete job shadowing, or test a hypothesis. Because of all of the steps in the process, science fair takes several months to complete. I would like to commend the 8th grade class for successful completion of science fair.
I'd like to congratulate the Dimmick Scholastic Bowl team for a fantastic season. Ella Rafe, Brennan Keitzer, Aubrey Siebert, Brock Terzick, Will McLaughlin, Colin Rose, Jackson Salette, Nathan Ernett, Landon Rafe, Landon Giesler, Gracie Polich, and Meredith Polich all contributed to an undefeated season. I'd like to commend the student athletes on the maturity and respect they showed at each of the matches. I would also like to thank the parents and guardians for their support this season. We saw the greatest number of spectators at home events in the past at least 3 years. Nice work this season, Scholastic Bowl team. Go Braves.
Thank you to all of the 7th grade students for participating in History Fair this year. As you know, sometimes that takes a lot of time and effort on the students' part and the parents' part to complete that project. It's rather lengthy, but they were able to successfully do that. And a few students did choose to take their projects to DeKalb for the Northern Illinois Regional History Fair. One student did receive a score of superior and was able to advance to the state history fair, but unfortunately that was canceled due to not being in school at the beginning of May, but that student was Morgan Hoscheid. So congratulations to Morgan, and congratulations to all the 7th grade students that have completed History Fair. Great job. Thanks, guys. Thank you to the Student Council who were involved in a few volunteer events in our community this year. We helped with the food pantry in December. We volunteered at the Aid and Lamps 5K. And we also put on our annual fundraiser that raises money that we then put towards different events and activities and treats for students K through 8 throughout the school year. Unfortunately, our most fun event that the kids were most looking forward to was the dodgeball tournament, and that was supposed to take place on March 20th. And due to not having school, that was canceled, but we were still able to take the funds that we did raise through the registration fees, and that money was donated to Cops for Cancer. So at least we were still able to make a donation to a local charity, because that is our goal every year with our fundraisers. I want to thank our officers this year. The president was Macklin Brady. The vice president was Izzy Augabright, secretary Jackson Sillette, and treasurer John Crane. Those 4 individuals usually have a little bit more responsibility than the class reps, but also thank you to all of our 5th through 8th grade class reps and for donating your time and contributions to your school and your community. Thank you very much for a great year, and I hope to see some of you next year for Student Council.
Hi, Mrs. Burgundy here. Dimmick School held the annual spelling bee in January this year. Our runner-up was Ellie Brooks. Congratulations. Representing Dimmick School at the LaSalle County Bee was our 2019-2020 winner, Ella Rafe. Ella finished 5th in the county. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Ray Artiega, and I am the Spanish teacher here at Dimmick. Spanish at Dimmick is a great subject to have. With many other schools not being able to have Spanish as part of their curriculum, Dimmick offers levels from kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. Throughout these grades, students learn 5 major parts of Spanish: reading, writing, speaking, translating, and culture. With these 5 parts emphasized all through their years, they are given the opportunity to excel in their high school Spanish courses. This is the first year I'm giving chords to the 8th grade graduates who have excelled in all 3 trimesters of their Spanish class, shown the eagerness and ability to succeed in the language with respect to the language and culture. They have also, with the different times we have had this season, passed a Spanish 1 high school exam with the plan on taking their specific high school Spanish exam when the time becomes more safe for everyone. With these chords, they are a symbol of being able to partake in the Spanish placement exam for high school, which will place them into Spanish 2 as a freshman with passing of the exam, with the opportunity to take the Seal of Biliteracy exam their senior year, with hopes of receiving a gold or silver stamp on their high school diploma with a possible scholarship. With this time, I would like to congratulate these students for their dedication and efforts with this chord, and I am incredibly proud to have been their teacher. Isabella Augenbright, Madison Biagini, Macklin Brady, Will McLaughlin, Ruby Mondragon, Ariella Mudge, Ava Mueller, Ella Rafe, Aubrey Siebert, Brooke Spoonmore, Brock Terzick, Ty Terzick, and Mary Verrucci. Thank you for your hard work and dedication.
This is the Dimmick Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on today's special appearance of the Dimmick Braves, who have made ESPN News this evening. Just wanted to let you guys know, first of all, congratulations to all the 8th grade graduates, and hope you guys do well in your future, especially with sports. So today on our special of ESPN, we have a Dimmick basketball coach who is actually the volleyball coach wanting to say a few words. Let's listen to him now. Yeah, thank you so much for having me on the show. Just wanted to give a huge shout out to all the Dimmick Braves out there, especially those that are on the basketball team. We had an awesome season this year. 5th and 6th grade, I think parents would agree also. We kept going up. And maybe it didn't seem like that with the score so much, but honestly, like our improvement with our skills, we did tremendous. We kept learning every day, every practice, and I think parents, especially towards the end, saw a great increase in skill level and even teamwork. So I think that really helps us out a lot. Now this is for the awards here. Went through the book with the stats. Here's the clipboard. Boys know, parents as well, for some games, how intense some games could get. But just wanted to go off the awards here and talk a little bit about the season. So 7th grade, for sure, they really kept it together. There was a lot of close games, and it was just honestly tremendous. So the first award I am going to name off is the B Team MVP. And this athlete was a definite help in the 7th grade team, not only the 7th grade team, but also the 8th grade team. Did very well stat-wise, kept his composure for the most part, and honestly, we're looking forward to becoming a leader for our next year's basketball team. And the B Team MVP award goes to Jackson Sillette. I'd like to continue and award the B Team Coaches Award. Without this person's heart, I mean, everyone would see it on the floor and would know, oh man, he's into the game, and that's something that's really cool just to physically see with someone. And this year we have 2 for Coaches Awards, and that's going to be Lincoln Itudis and John Crane. Thank you, boys, for putting your heart in every basketball game, every practice, even if you didn't want to do a couple of mine. I mean, at the end of the day, you knew it really didn't, kill you or anything. We just wanted to make sure that we got the work done, and very high hopes for next year. I cannot wait until this happens. So thank you, boys, and can't wait for next year again. That's the high momentum that we have at the end of this season. We got to continue growing. So thank you guys so much. Moving on, we are going to go with our 8th graders. Now, our 8th graders consisted of only having about 5 players in total for our 8th grade team. Our 8th grade team did awesome as far as keeping the team camaraderie together. It was really, really cool to have Brock Turzik as a first-year ever athlete. I want to award him the Coaches Award. This is not a Dimmick Award. This is a Coach Artiego Award, and this is the first time I'm doing it. So a little bit about the Coaches Award is something or someone who brings just the whole game together. Brock, no matter how many of my suicides he had to do or for the team, he gave it 110%. And honestly, everyone encouraged him, did very well. I think almost our whole bench was so hyped when he scored his first basket and just kept going on. And it's just something like that for a basketball team to have. I think that's just what makes it that much more special. So I'd like to congratulate Brock Turzik with the Coaches Award. Moving on, our free throw award, going through the book here, and it was a little different. Ty Turzik is awarded the free throw award, and it was crazy to say that because at practice, it was a little different than it was in a game. Thank goodness it was different in the game. Ty had a little hard time sometimes. There might have been a few, short free throws at practice, but thank goodness he made them, especially when they mattered in games. And Ty, I want to congratulate you with the free throw award. Most improved. So it's awesome being the basketball coach for the 2nd year in a row now. And I haven't met anyone. I mean, last year we could remember he was on the floor, left, right, up and down. Even if he was on the bench, he was on the floor. And this year, I think he definitely stepped up as a leader. His defensive game was very nice. On a breakaway, he always wanted that layup, but instead ended up going with the jump shot. So our most improved player for sure would have to be Will McLaughlin this year. I hope he continues to grow. Definitely high expectations for that freshman year of basketball. Our MVP award now. Our MVP award is what Coach Lamps and I have decided for a dual MVP award. And this goes out to Adam Lane and Landon Rourke. And these two, I mean, you saw Dimmick basketball, they would go, oh, how do we stop Adam? Or how do we stop Landon? Or if we did this with Landon, then we have to go this with Adam. Luckily, that opened up the rest of our players for the team. But everyone seemed to be focused on these two players. And honestly, I think when Adam wanted to play the game, and it took him about maybe a minute in, and he's like, oh yeah, we're playing a game. Adam did amazing. I mean, don't think he's not, one of the fastest players on the team, because he got down on defense, especially if he missed the layup on the end. He was coming back. Landon Rourke, I remember the first home game, went to overtime and ended up winning the game. And in the third quarter, I think he either got stepped on or kicked in the nose and started bleeding everywhere. Coach took him to the locker room and patched him up real quick and ended up coming out for the end of the fourth, which took us to overtime. And that just takes commitment. That's one of the games I'll never forget. That takes a true leader to go from there. And these two players throughout the whole season just absolutely did phenomenal. There's no way each one of these players does not accept an award or not, it just has to be given to both of these players. And I'm very thankful and very happy to have such a well-combined Dimmick basketball team. Structure, discipline, and respect. I think a lot of parents and fans would agree that is our motto. That is the Dimmick basketball way. And we have high hopes for next year. I cannot wait to get started and ready for open gyms here. So as soon as all this stuff passes by, we'll get started. So again, I'd like to congratulate the 8th graders this year for playing basketball with me. Thank you, Coach. That was awesome. Very appreciative. Now, Coach Artiega also coaches volleyball for the Dimmick Braves, and let's see what he has to say next. Awesome. Thanks for having me on the show. Volleyball, this was my first year coaching volleyball, and it was a bit different. Everyone was just asking, first of all, do I know volleyball? I'd like to think I grew learning volleyball, especially from that first game. We did the right thing. We ended up winning, but it was a little different as far as substitutions. And I think a lot of people, especially the fans and parents, understood that it's not the same as subbing in basketball. So I found that out really quick, and I think we ended up having a great season, especially for our first year. We won a lot of trophies, and I think that's showing a successful program. And these girls definitely worked hard, especially from having those open gyms, those few weeks of conditioning and practices, and as well as making sure they understood that it's going to be a little different. The demands are very high, and I think a lot of people understood that as well. So coaching 7th and 8th grade volleyball this year for Dimmick was definitely something I extremely enjoyed. And we're going to go right into the awards here with the MVP of the B team. So the 7th grade team here, everyone loved watching them. They played together as a team. They understood my philosophy tremendously well, and they wanted to make sure that they showed everyone what they're capable of. They never gave up. We won plenty of games past 25, and that's just his determination, the willingness to have the heart to play and to succeed. And this MVP for the B team ended up being the libero also for A game, and she did outstanding and definitely high potential for next year, and is one of our captains. And this year our MVP is Morgan Hoshide. So thank you, Morgan. Thank you for all your help, and can't wait for next year. The coach's award for the B team is someone who didn't matter what I said, didn't matter what position I played her in, even if it was for the A team, definitely outstanding. From serves to back row to front row to setter to hitter, she excelled at a very fast rate. And I think without her commitment and skill of the game, even for the 8th grade team, we would have probably had a different result for some of the games. The coach's award for the B team is definitely going to Callie Murtis. She gave the heart, the willingness, the motivation. Though she wasn't, as loud unless we scored a really important point, but she definitely was the player coach that I hope to have for her next year. And I cannot wait with this B team group again, the 7th grade team, and how it's going to go well. Now to the 8th graders. The 8th graders, we went in waves. We really did, but I think towards the end of the season, we ended up on a very positive note. We wanted to make sure that our players knew what was required, the teamwork. That was the big topic this year, is how well are these girls going to mix? And coaching college soccer as the head coach for the women's team, I wanted to make sure that, how do I piece together? Obviously, college are different than middle school, so I wanted to make sure that I took that perspective into coaching, and I think it really helped out a lot. Going to go with the most improved. Dimmick didn't really have a libero before, and I think just putting her in there, knowing the amount of conditioning it takes and all of that, she'd sub out, take a sip of water, and be, okay, I got to go right back in. Yep, go from there. This year's most improved volleyball player for the A team is Isabella Augenbright, and I definitely want to say best of luck for your high school, especially if you continue to play. You're a great libero, and your speed and quickness on defense definitely helped out a lot. You grew tremendously, and that's something that every coach wants to have. The MVP for this year for the A team, the 8th grade team, was my captains who kept in the game the entire time. They only subbed out if they needed a 2-second break or if I needed to change a little bit of formation. They weren't afraid to talk to me and help me, definitely, as far as rotation and figuring out, a type of setup for each game, especially for our opponents, if they were very familiar with. These two young ladies definitely kept it in the game, and I thank them tremendously for that. And our 2 MVPs this year are Mary Verrucci and Ariella Mudge. So I definitely want to say thank you, ladies, so much for your work and commitment to the Dimmick volleyball team. Last I have is the 18 Coaches Award. And this 18 Coaches Award didn't really have the self-confidence to start with. Didn't really have, but she wanted to get better. And she told me, how was this? How was that? Did this make it better? Did this not make it better? What do I need to do to get better? And that a coach cannot teach a player to want to be better. We can teach them skills, we can teach them drills, we can teach them anything, but we cannot teach heart. And that is what my Coach's Award is, 100%. I want to make sure that they definitely get rewarded and acknowledged for this. And this year, I'm thankful to have 2. Their self-esteem was a little low at times, but when they made big plays, everyone knew about it. And the 2 Coaches Awards this year are definitely going to go to Ella Rafe and Macklin Brady. So I want to let you girls know, thank you for your commitment and the willingness to want to get better. I appreciate that a lot. And I hope all of you 8th graders for this Dimmick volleyball team continue to play. We can't wait to go watch you and see how you've grown for your high school volleyball games, and it's something that we look forward to. So thank you again, ladies, for letting me coach you. It's kind of new and different when a new coach comes in and things like that. So I just want to say I appreciate you all. Can't wait for this to get over so we can start some open gyms and get in the gym and start looking forward to next year. So ladies, again, thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. And thank you, Coach. That concludes our special for the Dimmick Braves basketball and volleyball special this year. Congratulations to those who won awards, and best of luck to the near future for the upcoming Dimmick Braves basketball and volleyball athletes. We'll see you soon.
This is the Dimmick Center.
Hello, this is Coach Petrowski. I would like to give out my awards for the girls basketball team at Dimmick this year. Number one, the first award I'd like to give out to a girl who has vastly improved from one year to the next, always gives 100%, very positive, and on the court, she's a demon. I hope she continues to play basketball. I hope she continues to excel, because the sky's the limit for her. Most Improved Award goes to Mackenzie. Congratulations, Mackenzie, you earned it. 7th grade team, I had a good season with only 4 girls. Had 6th graders filling in, did the best they could with the amount of girls that we have playing. A lot of hustle, a lot of energy. Can't take away the desire of that team. But for 7th grade, my MVP is Ellie Sines. Last but not least is my 8th grade girls who have been with me since 5th grade. We've got to know each other through the years, got really close as a group, had some good times this past season, not always about the court, just learning about life in general. Some of these girls will go on to play basketball in high school, and I wish them well. Continue to push hard, stay positive, and learn. My 8th grade MVP this year goes to Brooke. To all the basketball players that participated this past season, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your support for me, and especially to the school. You know it's a fun season when the season goes by fast. A lot of laughs. It ain't always about winning. It's just about learning and developing on the court and in life. Congratulations to all the graduates of Dimmick Grade School. I wish you well in high school. And enjoy your summer. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Matt from your Tribe baseball team. We wanted to give a couple awards out this evening for last season. We wanted to give John Crane the Sportsmanship Award for being a good teammate and an all-around great guy. And we wanted to give Will McLaughlin the MVP for the year for being a great team leader and a great baseball player. Me and Coach McLaughlin had a great time with you guys last year. It was fun to watch you guys grow over the season, and we had a lot of fun. So hopefully everyone's doing okay, and hopefully soon we all can get back out onto the field and start playing some baseball again. Everyone take care. Thanks.
Hello, Dimmick track team and their families. To the 8th grade student athletes, no one could have expected the season to look this way. But I want you to remember the experiences and everything that you've learned through your years of track at Dimmick. I wish you the best of luck as you carry that knowledge through high school sports and academics. To the remaining student athletes, Coach Larson and I look forward to working hard and accomplishing our goals with you through the future seasons. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize Coach Annette Verucki and thank her for all her years of service and support and dedication that she's shown for the Dimmick track and field team. Coach Verucki, it's been a pleasure coaching with you, and we all wish you the best. Go Braves.
Today I'll be presenting the softball awards on behalf of Coach Holly Chrisman. There will be 2 individuals recognized in softball, one for the Most Valuable Player Award and one for the Sportsmanship Award. Coach Chrisman said the Sportsmanship Award was difficult to pick as there were several deserving recipients, but one stood out to her the most. In my personal opinion, good sportsmanship builds teamwork, character, teaches respect, honor, discipline, kindness, inclusion, resilience, and perseverance. It comes as no surprise to me that this young lady displayed all of these characteristics during the softball season. I'm very proud of this young lady. This year's recipient of the Sportsmanship Award in softball is Natalie Elterbog. Congratulations. The Most Valuable Player Award goes to a very talented young lady whose batting average throughout the season was .392. She's an extremely versatile athlete and will be successful in any athletic endeavor that she puts her mind to. I'm proud to announce this year's MVP for girls softball is Ella Mudge. Congratulations to these 2 girls, and congratulations to all the girls on a great softball season.
I would like to start off by thanking all the cheerleaders who decided to go out for cheerleading this year and join me on this new adventure of coaching that I decided to take on. I would also like to thank my assistant, Maddie Mudge, and for all of her help and knowledge that she brought to the squad this year. I definitely would not have been able to do this without her help. I first want to run through the students that participated in cheerleading. I'll start with 8th grade. The 8th graders included Izzy Ogbright, Macklin Brady, Shania Grisham, Ella Mudge, Ava Mueller, Aubrey Siebert, Cecilia Verucki, and Savannah Walters. The 7th grade students were Natalie Eltrevug, Jimmy Hone, Morgan Hoshide, Kathleen Hunter, Callie Murtis, and Ellie Sines. We also have 2 awards to give out, one to a 7th grader and one to an 8th grader. And when Maddie and I discussed the traits we were looking for in regards to these awards, we wanted someone who had a positive attitude. They were a positive member of the squad, willing to try new things, step outside of their comfort zone, and willing to help other members of the squad and us coaches whenever a situation arose. But overall, having really good leadership skills. So this year's recipients are, for 7th grade, Ellie Sines, and the 8th grade recipient is Macklin Brady. Thank you for being a part of the squad this year, and I look forward to working with some of you next year. Thanks.
Well, we didn't end the year the way we normally do. Our students worked very hard to continue to complete high-quality work to fulfill their educational requirements. While all students should be commended, there is one 8th grade standout that the junior high team noticed. This student did not have missing work, turned everything in on time, and completed quality work. So we would like to honor Madison Biagini for her commitment to remote learning.
It is my privilege to announce the two recipients for the Boots Temple Most Dedicated Player Award. The recipient of this award should exhibit excellence in positive leadership, athletic talent and ability, respect, integrity, dedication, commitment, and teamwork. I have witnessed these characteristics in both of these students, and they are very deserving of this award. The recipients of this year's Boots Temple Most Dedicated Player Award go to Ty Terzic and Cecilia Verucki. Congratulations.
congratulate all of our students for their accomplishments and challenge you to continue to aim high and work hard so that you can do your part to continue the tradition of excellence Dimmick has been known for. Go Braves!